Hi, and welcome to class. If you're a gamer, console, PC, mobile, or just anything else that you play, well, this class is for you. I've been playing on the console since years. I love it. I used to be a Battlefield geek, and any first-person shooters. I love that stuff. However, I noticed my hands used to turn into claws after being holding the controller, and my posture ended up like leaning in. So if you feel that happening to your body and you need a bit of, opening, and this class will also help you focus. So if you're looking for something like that, you come to the right place. Qigong is a beautiful practice that comes from China. It predates, Kung Fu and Tai Chi, but, it's the kind of like the mother of all of it. So I'll tell you more about it as we practice. To begin, find your toes pointed straight. Take your hands under your belly and just take a moment to find your breath. I know you have a lot going on in your mind. We're always thinking, we're always planning strategy, but take this moment to maybe do nothing. Have your toes pointed straight, find good posture, bend your knees, lengthen up and down your spine, and just find your breath. Before changing, before adapting, before doing anything today in the body, in our minds, in our breath, come back home. Come back to home base, recenter. Notice the breath in your hands. Notice how you show up today. Make notes. Nothing to change, nothing to do. And then let it go. We'll come back to this. We'll notice what changes. Notice your feet. If your posture opens, your toes end up going out, and your chest collapses, point the toes straight, bring it back, recenter, realign, and then take your hands in front of you. Spread the webbing of your fingers, so the webbing that's in between each finger, spread it. And then try and take your hands in front and roll them on top of each other. So when I say roll, I mean if you notice my fingers are actually turning and the wrists are rotating instead of just doing this. This is not rolling. This is rolling. So try to get the full range of motion in your fingers and in the wrist. If this feels a bit weird, maybe do both fingers and both hands at the same time. But if this comes naturally to you, maybe it does, it helps you build that finger control so you can use the keyboard a little better, or you have a little more proprioception when you're trying to work on the joysticks. It really makes a big difference in my practice as well. And then change sides, so you're going in towards your body. So find a bit of a dance in the hands, like you kind of build a little bit of space in the shoulders as well and the wrists. And then let that go. I'm going to mirror you, so take your right hand, place it on your left elbow, and then take the left hand inside the window, and then you come outside the window, you turn the wrist, you come inside and then outside. So it's kind of like you're coming from inside of a cave and then rotating outside, inside of a cave and rotating out. So you notice there's full articulation in my wrist, in my basically in my elbow. I'm trying to get as much space as I can. Now we'll switch. So you take the hand, it goes inside the cave and then it goes outside the cave. And at the same time, my wrists are turning, my fingers are turning, there's full articulation. Find that space. So in Qigong, we make a lot of circles. The joints are where the energy and the Qi get stuck. So opening up circles in the joints is a wonderful place to build that space. And then let that go, shake it out. Take your left hand on your right elbow, and then we go through the cave, and then we come out. So you're coming out of the cave, basically. No, my mistake there. You're coming out of the cave. So you're going down, circling the wrists, circling the fingers, articulating, and then coming out. So you're going in, and you're coming out. You're going in, and you're coming out. And try and get the full articulation in your hands. And then you go through the cave, and then you come out of the cave. So notice if that gets a little bit of motion in your shoulders as well. There's so much of articulation going on in the wrist. And find your breath. And let that go. Shake it out. Open the hands, shake the hands. Roll the shoulders, open up space. So we'll do a motion called the owl opens its wings. So the owl turns its head or opens its wings as you, whatever it's calling out to you. So hold a chi ball under your belly and open your chest as the fingers rotate behind you. So you notice the thumbs turn up and the chest comes out, and then you close the chest, like the wings close, and then you open the chest and turn the fingers. So feel that articulation first. You come in, you close the wings, and then you open the wings. And now we'll add the neck into the equation. So as you inhale, you turn over to one side, and then exhale, you come back to center. Inhale, you go the other side. Exhale, you come to center. So the idea is like an owl. You're trying to inhale and look behind you. An owl can turn its neck fully around. Obviously, we are not going all the way. However, we are moving to a capacity that feels interesting. Opening the chest, opening up the shoulders. And then let that go. Release. Roll the shoulders back. And now take the legs out. Let's get a Kung Fu stretch going. I learned this from Shaolin Qigong. It's one of my favorite stretches. So chamber your fist, sink into it. So first find your horse stance. You're going to build a bit of heat in the legs. Open your chest. Roll yourself back. Roll the hands back. So sink into it. And now lift your left hand up. So I'm mirroring you. Lift your left hand up and then punch over to your right side. So you notice my feet turn over to a 45. I punch with my left hand and my right hand is pulling back. So as the right hand pulls back, you notice the left hand travels further ahead. You feel the left hip pushing forward and you sink into it. And notice if your chest is going forward or can you keep your chest upright. So my spine is upright. The hands are pulling in opposing directions. So you feel that stretch, you feel the opening, you feel the length as you sink down and breathe. And then you come back like you're defending a punch. And then your right hand punches out while you turn on your toes. Pulling your left hand back, keeping your chest upright, letting your right hand travel in front of you, sinking in, breathing. And then we start to add a bit of motion. So you turn towards your right, you punch and you sink. And then you come back defending the punch and you go to the other side. And keep switching. So you're moving side to side. Every time you punch, you notice yourself getting deeper. You're sinking further into the ground. You're finding more fluidity in your feet as you turn on your heels. Maybe your toes start opening up. Your stance starts opening up as you get lower. And notice the chest being upright, the spine being upright. Add a bit of more motion to it. So you're punching faster. So inhaling in the center. Exhaling in your punch. Exhaling, inhaling. So you're attacking, you're defending, you're attacking and defending. Finding flow, waking up the legs. And then come to the center, take your hands up, point your toes forward, open the chest, open everything out, and then fall down. Come over to your left foot, come over to your right foot. So take those few moments to lean left, lean right, loosen the lower back as you stretch. Maybe you can open the feet further out, lean in. These are some of the stretches I used to do with Kung Fu. When I practiced as a kid, opening up the lower back, opening up the hamstrings. Notice if you can even look behind you. So as you twist, I'm pressing my feet into the ground and I'm looking behind me, and then I come to the center, and then I look all the way back. So I'm rolling left and right and trying to look behind me, finding a bit more space. Maybe the legs open up a bit more. Maybe you find a deeper breath and then come to the center and just fall in, catch your feet, catch your legs, catch your toes, whatever you like. Move around. And then bend the knees or bring them in and roll up your spine, opening the chest. And let that go. Adjust your clothes as you need. Whatever has moved, readjust. Notice how you feel those movements really wake things up. And now to wake things up further, let's play a little game. This one is called the vibrating horse. So if you must have seen horses shake when these flies, sit on them, they go. Again, that's my imitation of a horse. Terrible. But the idea is that we want to shake like a horse and get any leftover tension in our body. We want to let it go. So start shaking the hands. So the hands are like they have no bones. You're shaking the hands, you're shaking the shoulders, you're shaking the chest, you're shaking the hips, and you go all the way. So you take a deep inhale, and then exhale, and then just pause. You'll start to feel a bit of vibration in your fingertips when you do this. So let's try it again. Shake your hands. Oops. Oh, my mic back fell down. Give me one moment. Let me realign. That shaking was a bit too intense for my mic. That's the first time that's happened. All right. Shake the hands. Shake the elbows. Shake the shoulders. Shake the hips. Go for it. Go big. And then just pause. I'm just going to check my mic again. Everything's attached. All right. Shake the fingers, shake the hands, shake the shoulders. Bring that into your stomach, into your hips. Shake. And pause. We'll do it one more time. All right. Go big. This is it. Let go of any tension in the body. Point the toes forward. Shake the fingers. Shake the hands like you have nothing, no bones, no stress, no tension, no tightness. Get into the shoulders. Get into the neck, get into the chest, stomach, inhale. And then exhale, go as violent as you can. And then just pause. Notice the space. Notice the microcirculation. Notice that sensation in the fingers. As you stand and breathe, can you feel the fingers waking up? And bring the feet slightly in, just under your shoulders, how we started. Take your hands under your belly, and then inhale up. Exhale down. We'll start to circulate the breath and energy, so inhale all the way up. Exhale down. When you inhale, feel yourself rising. Exhale, push the energy back down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, let it go. And this time, take your feet slightly out. Your feet can be in a 45. Gentle sinking in the hip, not too much. Your hands come up to your chest. Then your left hand forms a fist. Your right hand presses out like you're pulling a bow, and you sink very gently, pressing the hands out as the elbow pulls back. And then you let go, you rise up, inhale, and then exhale. Your right hand makes a fist and your left hand presses out. And then inhale, you rise up. This one's called the archer. It's like you're stringing and pulling a bow. Inhale as you rise. Exhale, let it go. Actually, we'll change the breath. Exhale as you rise up. And then inhale as you pull the bow. Leave the arrows. Exhale. Come up. Inhale, pull the bow, sink into it. Exhale, release, and come up. Very gentle movement. Make this a moving meditation. Inhale as you pull back. Exhale, release and rise. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, release and rise. And this time we'll hold a gentle inhale. Don't hold the breath, just hold the position. Notice a target, something that you want to focus on, a goal you want to achieve, a space you're working towards. See that clearly in your mind's eye. Maybe a target is right in front of you as you look, as you sit into it, as you breathe. And then exhale, let it go. Coming to the other side, inhaling. Pulling the bow and looking at the target, finding your concentration, your focus, your pinpoint accuracy. Finding a few breaths as you sink into this. And then let the bow go. Come up. Take the hands in front of you. Take them out in front and press it down, sinking in. So inhaling, lifting up the energy from the earth. Exhale, sinking it down like a cloud being pushed into the ground. Inhale, scooping up the energy, crossing the hands. Exhale, sinking. So as you lift, you cross the hands, crossing your energy gates. And then as you exhale and you release, you feel that sense of ease, like you're pushing a cloud into the ground. So inhale, lifting. Exhale, sinking. And the same as you sink, your hands find a home on top of the earth. And you gently start to sway right and then left. So it's like your fingertips are paintbrushes. They're gently painting the surface of a lake. So it's like the paintbrushes are moving and drawing and painting as you skim the surface of the lake. Then you gently start to imagine that your hands are like koi fish. The back of the hands are the head of the fish, while your fingers are the tail and the fins, and you're gently flowing. They're just moving side to side, just chasing each other as they swim side to side. Finding that looseness in your spine, looseness in your mind. As the koi fish chase each other, the movement is coming in the feet, and everything else in the body is letting go. And then as you come over to your right side, the koi fish jump over the sky, and then they come back down, then they swim over to the right, and then you inhale as they jump up. Exhale as they go down. Inhale as you jump up. Exhale as they go down. Inhale, jumping. Exhale as they go. And they start swimming again, chasing each other left and right. Just moving across the lake. So inhaling one way. Exhaling the other. And then as you come over to your left side, The koi fish jump over the lake, over the moon, and then they swim again to the left side, and then they jump over the moon, and then they swim over to the other side, inhaling as they jump, exhaling as they swim and come back. So inhaling one side and then exhaling the other. And finding that freedom of movement in the hands, freedom of movement in the shoulders and the legs. And then slowly come back to the center. Reset. Find a ball under your belly. Roll your shoulders back and just play with the ball. It can be big, it can be small. Just move around. Find the edges of the ball. Maybe it's a bit warm, maybe it's cold, maybe you feel nothing, and that's also perfectly okay. Just feeling a little bit of energy as you move, loosening the hands. Maybe you feel the skin start to stretch and expand as you move. And then take your right hand under your belly. Take your left hand and draw a circle in front of you. So you're painting a Zen circle. Toes are pointed straight. You gently inhale on the top. And then exhale as you go down. Fingertips like paintbrushes. Your left hand is gently painting a circle. You can close your eyes and just get lost in this moving meditation. Your fingers are like paintbrushes. Exhaling as you dip into the lake. Then inhaling as you paint on top. Exhaling as you dip into the lake. Inhale, paint. Get lost in the movement. Find a sense of ease. Start to make the circle smaller and smaller and smaller until it's just in front of your navel. And then the hands come in, one on top of the other, and then your right hand goes out, painting the circle, so inhaling on top. Exhaling, scooping the water from the bottom of the lake, and then painting. Exhale as you scoop. Inhale as you paint. Exhale as you scoop. Go at your own pace. Move at your own breath. Get lost in this beautiful motion, this beautiful flow of energy. Drawing a beautiful Zen circle in front of you. You can imagine it has a color, or maybe it has a certain feeling, a certain warmth, a certain energy. Maybe it's calm, maybe it's bright. What calls out to you today as you draw the circle? Moving with your breath. And start to make the circle smaller and smaller and smaller, like this eye of the storm coming back to the middle. Maybe it becomes as small as your navel, finding that tiny focal point. And then you bring the hands in, one sitting on top of the other. Take a moment to breathe, loosening your shoulders. Take your left hand out, inhale. Exhale, center it between your mind, heart, and belly. And your right hand goes out, inhaling. Centering mind, heart, belly. Left hand going out, inhaling. Exhale, center back home. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, centering. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, come back home. Reset. Bring any good chi back into your body. Inhale, reaching out last time. Exhale, come back. Bring your hands on your belly. Bring your feet to touch. Keep everything loose in your body as you sway side to side, like a beautiful flag in the wind. No control, no trying, no doing. Just letting the energy move you instead of trying to do anything today. Letting your focus flow like water, like a beautiful clear stream in the mountains. Keeping the neck, hips, legs loose, everything just flowing with the gentle wind. Feel deeply rooted in your feet and supple joints, like bamboo, supple but strong. And you have a sense of ease as you breathe. And then take the feet back out, toes pointed straight, hands under your belly, over your belly. Notice your breath, roll the shoulders back, sit into it, take a few breaths to come back. Circling back around to how we started this class today. Notice the change in your breath and your mind and your body. Notice your focus. Notice that sense of determination. You have a sense of energy that's within you, but yet calm, poised, and focused. You have the grounding of the earth, but the warmth of fire, the fluidity of water, the expansiveness of wood, and the sharpness of metal all within you. Take a deep inhale. Audible sigh. Let the hands go. Let the feet go. Let the body go. Move around. Notice how you feel. Let the light back in. Stretch. Move. Find something interesting. I hope the practice was interesting. We added a lot of elements from Kung Fu, some elements of Tai Chi, some elements of Qigong, and, worked it all together to find something new within your being. Let me know how this goes for you. Let me know if you had a good time, and we can keep building, and I can keep adding classes on in these formats for you to reset and find your inner warrior. So thank you so much for practicing with me. My name's Varun. Take your left hand forward, left thumb sticks out, right hand catches left thumb, left fingers over right hand. You have the Tai Chi symbol, yin and yang symbol in your hands. Take a moment under your belly, breathe in. Thank yourself for showing up, for putting the work, and then I take my hands in front of you, I bow down to you, thanking you for your efforts today. Have a wonderful day.